Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to an all-new Let's Play. That's right, today we are launching Super Mario 64. This is our first episode of the Let's Play. I am really excited for this Let's Play. I've never played this game before. I know it's like a staple of the Mario franchise, right? The first time Mario really went to 3D and things like that. It should be exciting. With that being said, I've heard from others that there is some serious growing pain surrounding the controls, and that is to be expected for the age of the game. I believe it came out in 1996, if I am correct. So that's a pretty old game, and for it to be doing what it's doing as far as games that came out in 1996, I think that's pretty impressive. I think like what it captures is pretty good. But here, of course, we get to see our cameraman, and he's actually going to be our cameraman. He follows us around the entirety of the game and sort of controls the camera, if you will. And we pop out of this tube. We need to go see the princess and, of course, get that cake that she was talking about. And I'm actually going to read some of these that pop up. I know typically in Mario games, I just whiz right through them. But like I said, I haven't played this game before. I don't really know how to do much. So, right, this is really a learning process. This is like the first time on this channel that I'm playing a game that's not like 100% intuitive from the get-go. So I'm just exploring here with some of the stuff that Mario can do. You know, I'm sure as like the game challenges us more, it's going to be pretty difficult to get through some of these levels. But at the same point in time, I feel like from a beginning standpoint, the game is pretty forgiving, right? It gives us a large time to adjust in this open space, along with the level that we'll be doing today. I consider them levels. Some of them we may have to come back to. I believe there's like 120 some, maybe just 120 stars in total in these games. And you only need about 75 to go beat Bowser. So we definitely won't be getting every star that's possible in the game. If you want to see a 100% walkthrough, there's a channel out there. It's called Zebra Gamer. If you search up Zebra Gamer Mario 64, you should find a walkthrough of this Let's Play. He does a Let's Play of this, and I really enjoy his content. He's a really good content creator. He does everything like 100%. So if you're looking for a 100% run that's still enjoyable to just sit down and spend 20-30 minutes per episode watching, hey, go check him out. And he does a good job of like really showing the meat and potatoes. And if he's consistently losing at something, or consistently doing poorly in an episode, he'll cut out sections where that occurs. But yeah, like I said, a really good Let's Play channel there. If you haven't heard of him, definitely go watch him. He probably hasn't heard of me, to be honest, but his stuff sometimes, I really enjoy it. I'm sure it's the same stuff a lot of you guys do, right? Like, while I'm working the grind all day, I just sort of put it on in the background and listen to it, and I'll watch it from time to time when I get a few minutes. It's just really enjoyable content, so definitely go give him some love if you haven't heard of his channel before. But of course, we are working our way through the starting point. He tells us to go to Bomb Bomb Battlefield. Maybe it's Badom Battlefield. I don't know, folks. You know how it goes over here. It's always shaky on the Average Joe channel. We get through the games, but it's always shaky in the end. And it's Bomb Bomb Battlefield. And the first objective we have here is to take out Bomb Bomb himself. So that is the first thing we'll be doing. So I think each world has 8 stars. Right, there's the 7 that you get through exploration and things of that nature. And then there's 1 star in every world for getting 100 coins. Like I said, that is likely the one you're not gonna see. If I decide to go and do it, maybe I'll do it on like an extra weekend episode. Maybe if we have like a Q&A or anything like that. If any of these videos start to get like an excessive amount of comments, like I said, any questions drop down in the comments section down below. That would be like a really good use for like that kind of footage, like getting 100 coins. It would be really nice to do like a Q&A, or like yeah, just like general stuff, you know, like just stuff that I don't have to worry about really, you know, like I just don't want to commentate like, oh, there's coins over here, there's coins over there. Like, to me that just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make for like an entertaining segment of the video. But if that's something you guys want to see, let me know. Like I said, we could also incorporate it with like, maybe I just address all comments in like that sort of fashion there. But that's at least my 2 cents on it. That's my opinion as of right now. We don't need all the stars to progress, so I don't really see a particular reason to go through and get every single one of them. And if there is a lot of background noise today, I apologize in advance. For starters, my dog is chewing her tag. There's a loud-ass car going by, because what would an average Joe video be without a loud-ass car going by? And then on top of that, right, it's like it's raining outside. I live on a main street, so you just get to hear a little bit more of the traffic and things like that when it's raining, because cars are knocking water all over and shit like that. It just happens. It happens, folks. And if my speaking voice doesn't sound chipper here today, it's just because I'm recording this on Friday here, which is, what is Friday? What's the date on Friday? Let's look at that. It's March 3rd. And last night was Thursday, March 2nd. And yeah, average Joe, he had a lot of soda pop. So he's been feeling pretty tired today, pretty beat down. You know, we still got in the run and the lift throughout the day. So pretty on point with myself there. But, you know, every now and then you do get pretty tired. And I really suck at making these jumps here. I think I try to make it once, just so you guys could see the full course. But I really stink with this. You can't jump over this. You actually have to use the platform. And I'm terrible navigating through stuff like that. I'm sure you could tell already. Like, the controls for me are like so inhuman playing through this that I'm really struggling, and it's episode 1, which is a very great omen for how the rest of this Let's Play is going to turn out. But I do know enough from watching Let's Plays that you can sort of cheat the game and use this secret to get up to the top this way. It's very possible and very easy, and we'll see it again in a later section in this episode. But here is Big Bob-omb himself. Bob-omb! He is the Big Bob-omb. And we approached him on his mountain, and he is angry about it. Says, you cannot have the Power Star. The only way I could have it is if I pick him up and throw him, I guess. That's his terms. King Bob-omb. So this is actually going to be really easy. Like, everything in this first episode is going to be relatively easy. Like, there's not a whole lot of struggles. Besides, you know, the camera not being favorable and the controls just being a little wanky. Because it's an older game. You know, it's sort of expected. So let's throw this guy 3 times, just like that. And this will be how we handle most bosses in this game. You know, like I said, at this point in time, right, like this is the first 3D Mario game. This is one of the first 3D games in general that came out. So this is like groundbreaking stuff here when it first appeared on the scene. So just to be able to see everything in 3D, let alone like have tasks like this and whatnot, is crazy. And for full transparency here, there's an All-Stars mix that was released on the Switch, which has 3 games. It has this one here, it has Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy. So we will be approaching the other 2 at later points in time. When they are, I'm not really sure. They'll probably fall into the schedule next year. I forget if I have any of them lined up for this year, but I think they'll fall into the schedule next year to do Let's Plays on. But yeah, that's how I'm playing this. I'm not actually playing it like on the, I believe it was released on the GameCube there, or maybe the N64. I don't know. I forget where it was actually released. But we are playing it on a redid version here. You could see some of that through there. And yeah, you could actually find the redid version on Amazon pretty readily available. So if that's something you want to do, Just give a quick search up Super Mario All-Stars on the Switch, and you could find this redid version. Just make sure you buy it in your correct country, because they no longer sell it and a limited release came out. So this one here, we were supposed to race Koopa the Quick. I actually lost to Koopa the Quick, and you can't restart a mission in the middle of the world. So what I decided to do was to go and get this one, because I know where it is and I've seen it before. It's relatively simple. You just smack your butt, do a butt stomp down on the chain chomp fence there. His little pole, then he runs free, and you can go and get this star. It's probably the easiest star to get in this world, in my opinion, but yeah, really easy to do. Now you got 7 coins there. You know, it keeps a tally of your coins. If you want to get the extra one, you have to get 100 coins in one walkthrough, but you could still get extra lives just by getting the coins there, so that's always good news too. You know, if you're stocking up on those extra coins, I believe it just tallies them up. Like that time I got 7. I think it'll keep a running total, and you could still get an extra life if you get 100. But here we go. Let's race him. Let's race Koopa the Quick. Look at Koopa the Quick go. He is quick indeed. Not really all that quick. He's alright. Luckily, the chain chomp didn't get me there. You know, you need every second in this thing. And there used to be a trick, because I remember watching Let's Plays of it in the past, where you could run up the left there, but I have not had any success with that. I don't know if that's something they fixed in the All-Stars version, so you can't run up the left-hand side of the mountain there and make your way about halfway through, but I have not had any success with it. Even there's a red coin over there, which you'll see we have to go get later. I have to go down this way and get it every time. Otherwise, I lose. And I try to go and use my little secret here, but it is not working for me. So I decide, maybe I'll try this. Maybe I'll try and beat Koopa the Quick the old-fashioned way. And I fall right down. So that means, in most cases here, Koopa the Quick would beat us. Now, I think it wasn't letting us use that little cut because Koopa the Quick could see us, and we would lose anyways. It would say, hey, you cheated in this race. So he wouldn't let us do it. But you'll see, I passed through by the skin of my teeth, because I appear right after Koopa the Quick, so he can't accuse us of cheating. And then I just go right over here and jump up and beat him to the flagpole. So I lucked out there. That was like I honestly probably don't even deserve that star, to be brutally honest with you, but the game's gonna let me have it. It looks like the dog's all excited. She wants to play here. She's running around chasing her tail. So like I said, you know, if you hear any background noise, that's likely what that is. But I really plan to get these back to a Monday, Friday sort of deal. I'm hoping, yeah, like I really like the idea here of taking Fridays off, because Saturdays I do like so much stuff around my house and whatnot that like I don't get time to film anything, and then I rush to like film everything on a Sunday. So I like the idea of taking Fridays off from like some of the hard-hitting stuff in the afternoon, and just sitting down and getting at least one of these episodes, maybe even 2 done for throughout the week, so that way it's not so much of a bear, because filming and voice recording 3 episodes on a Sunday is never, it's not a good plan. It's just not a good plan. If you've ever done it before, you understand. But this one here, I think we require the cannons. Yeah, it wants us to go to the island in the sky. So this is a little confusing to get to for a first-timer. I'm sure those of you who have played through this before will say it's no problem, but you know, this is my first approach at the game, which I'm sure is not the case for most people. I think for most people, they're either speed running the game or they played through the game many times and they're doing like a retrospective. This is like my first initial, what I've seen the game but never played it. So it's very interesting to me. Everything is just like, I don't know, it's all brand new. You know, it almost feels like a dream in some ways, because like I said, I've watched speed runs, I've watched people play it all my life, but I've never played it myself, so I almost know what to expect in some regards, but at the same point in time, I have no idea. So it is interesting. That's at least what I think. I don't know. But like I said, yes, we'll be playing this here on Monday and Fridays, and then we'll be playing Pokemon Let's Go Eevee on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So that'll be 4 episodes a week. That's it's been a long time since the channel's had 4 episodes a week. You know, we switched back to once a week on the Mario stuff when I started doing Yoshi's Island there. So it'll be interesting to see how chaotic my schedule gets with doing 2 episodes a week again. I'm sure it will be crazy. But we'll get through it. And like I said, a lot of this stuff, right, it's all cut and diced. If you want to see full versions of it and would prefer that I stream it here on YouTube, just drop that in the comments below. You know, I dropped out my last video. I saw some interest in it. But it is a lot of extra work. So I just want to make sure enough people are interested in it before I move down that route. So that way, you know, I'm not streaming. There's just 1 person watching. 2 people, 3 people, you know. you want it to be an enjoyable experience, not just for you guys, but for myself in some regards too. But here is to find the 8 red coins. So this is going to exist in every world as well. There's 8 red coins just scattered throughout the world. Of course, in this little section here, they're relatively easy to find because the section is little. In some of the areas, the world is a lot bigger, so it would be harder to find them, but here, luckily, like I said, not a huge deal. This is going to be a relatively straightforward process here, and I think this might be the actual last task we're able to accomplish. Now, we could get the next one, because it requires us to... Really, what it wants us to do is it wants us to use the cap, which will allow us to fly a little bit, and we don't have the cap yet, clearly. But we could use the cannons in a way in order to get the star. I'm just not that well versed with the game to like know how to do that, so we'll save that for when we get the cap. Like I said, we don't need all the stars, so maybe we won't actually come back, but it might be a good, like I said, once again, a good like weekend episode where we could do some grinding, come back to areas, you know, sort of returning to areas and get some of those stars that we'll skip over as we walk through the process. But just a thought. Like I said, you know, it's not like my final consensus, like that's what we're gonna do. Anytime I have the opportunity to get a star, I will. Like even like I said, I don't think we could do it through the cannons, is because I tried for 20 minutes and I couldn't get it for the life of me. So, you know, there's always the potential for that. You know, sometimes you might be able to get it, sometimes it's just a little too tricky. And I find myself losing a lot of health because I get caught on objects and then the bombs blow me up, which is very aggravating, but it happens. Let's go this way. See, like in this case, right, the bomb's following me. If I just hit that wall there, he would likely blow up and that would kill me, but I guess it's an early platformer. You can see here, I tried to jump up this side, but it will not let me. It will not let me for the life of me. So instead, what I decided to do is to just sit my butt down on the grass and try and roll through this red coin, which is a lot easier said than done from my experience. But I did get some lives there. I'm up to 7 lives now because I died once and had to come and get that one under the bridge multiple times. But now we have 7 red coins there. I think the 8th red coin is going to be up in the sky, like in that little area we were just, yeah, it's on top of the tree. We just saw it moments ago. So that shouldn't be a hard one to get. We know exactly where it is. But, you know, I'm exploring. I'm trying to have fun with this one. Honestly, it's been like so long since I played a game where like, you know, like I said, I've watched Let's Plays and stuff, so you could say, oh, well, you sort of know the lay of the land, which is true. But I don't have any first-hand experience with it, so that's made this, like, a whole ton of fun. Like, I was having a ton of fun playing this, which is, like, the first thing I could say in a long time. Like, Pokemon Eevee is... I've been having a lot of fun with it, but it's also Kanto. I played through Kanto a lot, so like I'm almost like too familiar with the area, if that makes sense. That like it's fun, but I don't get like excited. And then Pokemon Scarlet was just, it was a good game, but like demonstration wise it could be a mess at times, so that killed some of the fun there. This is like the first game where, yeah, the controls and the camera are killing me, but outside of that I've been having a ton of fun. But with that being said here, ladies and gentlemen, there is only about a minute in the episode left. I'm going to do my little outro plug. If you like this episode, please feel free to like, comment, or even consider subscribing if you would be so kind. Yeah, takes very little effort on your end and greatly motivates myself to make videos just like this in the future. It is a Monday morning here, so I will start how I always start Monday mornings. I hope you are all having a fantastic and snazzy start to your week, and I hope it continues to be that way throughout your week, because you know, things can go to crap fast, and I really hope that that doesn't happen to you guys out there while you're watching this, or at any time throughout the week, to be honest. Because that's just no good, man. That's just no good, man. But until next time, everybody take it easy. I think we'll be wrapping up Bob-omb Battlefield here relatively quickly, and we'll see where the next episode takes us. Like I said, I'm gonna try and watch some Let's Plays on this, just so I have like a general feel of the land for where I should go next. But I'm not gonna try to explore to the point that it makes it less fun to play through. So that's all I've got. I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you all here on the next one. You'll see my brief attempt at trying to get the final star here, but like I said, it leads nowhere, so enjoy the, what is it, I don't know, 10-15 seconds of content that's left in the video. But until next time, guys, take it easy.